Yo, what's up, everyone? How's it going? Saturday night, here we are again. What's happening around here tonight, man? Well, we got Stardust in the house. Nate B, what's going on, brother? How you doing there? Jake Koenig, what's going on, Jake? Michael Fairbank, there you are. All right, Jake says Rick is back on the purple dinky. You know it. Look how clean this thing is, man. It's crazy, dude. Yeah, it's we're probably gonna do a lot of tuning tonight. I can tell you that. But yeah, I tell you what, man, there's something magical about this particular guitar. I don't know what it is or how it works, but man, something about this guitar. Chris Liggett, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you there. Stardust says we got some new merch in the store. You know what? You're right. I forgot to post this link. We'll show some a little later, and we'll probably play. Where's that fourth wall stuff, man? Fourth wall. All right, here we go. I'll put the link in the chat. Of course, I got to log in on this computer. But yeah, Stardust's been hard at work, everybody. Lots of new goodies in the store. Let's pin this link. I'm going to pin this link for everyone so don't forget. Let's see. All right, we're going to pin this. We're going to post that. Then we're going to pin it. All right, there's the store link. Pin comment, store link. Yeah, we got shirts for Voltage. We got shirts for Shadow. And a new Speeder shirt. Gloria wanted a hoodie. So we made two different kinds of hoodies. And I'll show them later. We'll go through them. We got some new premium shirts. You got your regular shirts, and then you got some premium shirts, which are actually really cool too. So check them out. But we'll go ahead and I'll show you on my computer here later on. We'll get a few songs in and show you some of the new stuff. But we're going to be playing Voltage, Shadows, and Speeder tonight. I can guarantee you that. And probably Storm Rider, and amongst other things. Let's see. Let me write that down. All right, we're going to play Voltage. We're going to play Shadows. We're going to play Speeder. And I play Storm Rider. All right. Let me write that down so I don't forget. What was that? Stardust having trouble. So, Michael, yeah, we got a bunch of new stuff, Michael. I'll do a little showcase a little later on, maybe after we get a few tunes cooked in. And then, but if you want to go ahead and look at it now, you can for sure. A lot of new shirts and stuff. Coffee mugs for everyone. Speaking of, I'll show you in a little bit. Our great friend Ju G bought a coffee mug for a Storm Rider. And it looks killer. I mean, I don't drink coffee, but if you drink coffee, you got to drink in one of these mugs. They're pretty sweet looking. Tonight's Mountain Dew is Major Melon. I discovered the box hidden in the pantry, so there you go. Nevis Nova, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Syracuse. Hey, man, is it Syracuse? Is it Syracuse? There's a restaurant. It's a seafood restaurant. It's got a big whale in the front. Like when you walk through the door, it's like this big whale mouth when you walk through the door. What is that place? Because I remember that place in Syracuse. It was either Syracuse or Rochester. I can't remember. But whenever you say Syracuse, because I've been to Syracuse many, many times in my life. All right, let's see what we got here. We'll keep the warm-ups going. That's a nice little prelude right there. I like it. I like it. We got next. Good old soundtrack. I love playing this one. I'll cue that one up. Let's see what's going on. Nate B knows Major Melon. There you go, brother. That stuff is good, man. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm afraid it's gonna go. I'm gonna have to savor it for like maybe. I think we got maybe 6 or 7 cans left. Man, it's good though. I like melon. I like watermelon candy. That's my favorite. That's good tasting. Jake said he added the frame poster per request. I think we got it in there. Yeah, we got it. It's only 8x10 though, so beware. It's probably gonna be semi-small. I don't know what's up with this company because we did a picture. Stardust did a picture for herself, and we took it to CVS, and the same size as that we're using on these shirts. And CVS made a 24x36 poster, and it looks sick, like unbelievably sick. We put it in this company that we're using, and it's like they're saying, it's too low. It's like bad quality. I'm like, bad quality? How? It's like, if CVS can make it, why ain't you making it? I don't know. Weird. So we're trying to get bigger posters. We're trying to figure out how to get a bigger poster. But right now, 8x10 is about the best it can be, sadly. But we'll check it out. Yeah, exactly, Jake. Yeah, everyone, we Stardust makes all the stuff and uploads it to the site, and then they take care of the rest. So they do all the billing, all the shipping, all the returns if ever needed, which is pretty cool. Yeah, exactly, Stars. I don't know how I mean, we can try again, but it's surprising how CVS popped off with a super sick looking 24x36 poster, yet this fourth wall can't do it. So I don't know. Very strange. Very strange. But it is what it is. We shall figure it out, I'm sure. We figured out the shirt thing, dang it. So, well, we got that all squared away now. All right, let's keep it rolling with some warm-ups. This is the old Soundtrack 11. It's one of my favorites. up now. Most definitely heating up. Let's see what we got next for here. 0706. I don't know what this is. I tried to pick a couple quick ones before we started, so. And then we'll kind of probably do free-for-all jams, but yeah, let's see. Let's see. Thank you, Nate. Let's see. I missed that one. Kiki W, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a great weekend. Christine LG, thank you so much. How you doing tonight? Jake says, one fire within poster on its way. Nice, bro. Yeah, Arculus says, Rick's a floss player and a true inspiration. So glad I found it. Thank you so much, Arculus. Man, that's awesome, dude. I appreciate that. And it means everything to me when I see comments like that. That's the best right there. So I appreciate you. Jake says he's going to get more stuff, but that's a good start. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Appreciate you, Jake. Thank you very much, man. I mean, I swear to you, I've been going for like, what, 2 years now? And always people like, I want to buy a shirt. I want to buy this. I want to buy that. I'm like, all right. Well, so it took us a minute, but we finally got it. So it's there. If you ever want it, it's there. You know, for sure. We'll be pushing it and see what we can do. Jake says maybe a hoodie or two. There you go, man. There's some nice looking hoodies. The premium ones it's a little more expensive, but it's nicer because it has, you know, the RR logo on the front. It's got the full picture on the back, and it's got something on the sleeve too. I think it has something on the sleeve, didn't it? I can't remember. I don't know. I got mixed up. I was watching Stardust do her work, and I was like a whirlwind. Like, man, what are you doing? How are you doing all this? Zach G, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Knows, right? Jackson for life. You got that, brother. Eric McGinn, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you there. I'm a real toughie. There you are, buddy. Well, good to see you, man. He says, hey, Rick, hope you're having a good one. I am, buddy. Hope you're doing well out there as well. It's been a nice day. There's Gloria. How you doing, Gloria? Good to see you. Yeah, we got two different kinds of hoodies. One's like a basic hoodie, and the other one's like a little premium hoodie. So make your choice for sure. We couldn't figure it out because we didn't know we were going to have so many options. When we opened up the hoodie option, it was like it gave us all these different, you know, you could do back, front, sleeves, and all this stuff. I was like, oh, whoa, what are we going to do? So we did two different ones, so there you go. Drew G's and ask Drew G. Thank you so much for the email. I haven't replied back, but thank you for sending me the picture. If you don't mind, let me know if you don't mind. I just have the pictures of the cup. I'd like to show everyone if you don't mind. Let me know if that's okay. Jake said he was looking at that RR logo pretty sharp. Stardust is a whiz. Oh, she crazy. She real good. She got it going on. Juji says she loves her mug. That's great. Like I said, I don't drink coffee or anything in a mug. But I was thinking about, man, I just want to get one to get one. Maybe I'll get one for my mom because she drinks coffee and stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. I always drink out of a can or a bottle or something like that. But they do have some like crazy tumblers and weird Yeti type cups and stuff like that. So, if anyone wants a Yeti cup or something, let me know. But if there's anything anyone wants in particular, a special item, let us know. We can probably make it happen. So, for sure. All right, what is this song? Oh yeah, okay, I remember this one. All right, let's go. definitely warmed up. That feels good. That was a cool song. Oh, let's see. Gloria said Yeti cups. Now we're talking. All right. Juji says okay to use. All right, thank you, Juji. Just wanted to make sure. Wanted to make quick sure. Well, let me see if I can whip those out real quick here. Let's see. What is this image? Okay, we're gonna click that. You know what? I gotta download them first. So much to do. I was running real slow today. I have 2 song of the weeks right now, and there's a metal one, a totally metal one, and a totally super chill acoustic song. And it took me extra time today. Let's see. All right, so we'll browse. We'll grab this one. Whoa. That's a big picture. Let's see if I can get this right here. Whoa. I forgot. This cup is so big that you can't even get it in the picture. All right, here we go. I gotta get this right here. Okay, here we go. I think we got it. All right, this is the logo on the cup. Man, that's a big picture. Okay, there we go. Much better. All right, that's the logo on the cup there. And let's see if we can get the other one. This is a nice looking cup. Looks pretty sturdy. All right, and there's the front of the cup. So we got the Storm Rider cover art. It's looking really nice. Juji said the quality is super good, so I appreciate that. And yeah, it's looking good. Why is this all weird now? One thing about OBS, man, is just some weird stuff. Okay, I think we're cooking now. All right, there's the pictures of Juji got her order. We should get our Storm Rider. Stardust got a Storm Rider shirt. So we're waiting on that. Should be here tomorrow. So we'll be sure everyone gets to see it next week. All right, let's see. Zach G, there you go, brother. Jake says, I'll send you a pic of the poster once I get it hang up. That's awesome, dude. Can't wait to see that, man. That should be cool. I'm probably gonna get my own shirt here. I'm not sure. I haven't decided which shirt. At first I was like, I'm gonna get a Fire Within shirt, and then we Stardust got the new Speeder shirt. I was like, I like that new Speeder shirt though. That's kind of cool too. So I might change my mind and get the Speeder shirt. Oh, Juji's having some. I think everyone's having some typing problems. Stardust was having some typing problems earlier. Albert, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. How you been doing, man? Center Hill Cars, good to see you out here, man. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Ken Kramer, there you go, buddy. Good to see you, my friend. Jonathan Holly says, you're a soul driver. There you go, bro. Appreciate that, man. Edward Nugent, how? No worries, buddy. Better late than never, if I always say it. I appreciate you here, man. Thanks for hanging out with us, Edward. Always good to see you. There you go, Zach. And let's see. Gloria said she loved Lil. Yeah, that came out real nice. Real nice. We've been trying to work on all this stuff for a while. Like I've needed a makeover of like the logos and all this stuff. So it's like, oh my gosh. Kiki says she loves the Speeder shirt. There you go. Yeah, that new Speeder shirt is fire if you ask me. I like the other one too. It's two different styles. One's more of a post-apocalyptic thing, and then the other one's like a neon city with a lot of sparks and lights and stuff. So we kind of wanted to do something, 2 different versions, so it worked out. But thanks, Kiki. Thanks, Zach. Yeah, looking good. Stardust been hard at work. We got it cooking. Juji says the cup's a generous size and it's beautifully printed. There you go. Awesome. Thank you, Center Hill. Nate B's like, Speeder. Yes, absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. Yeah, it's looking good. I'll show. We'll play a couple more songs, and I'll open up the store. I'll turn my camera on, so you guys can see here if you don't want to go to the site right now. Edward said that's a really cool and awesome mug you have made for your channel, Rick, and that's great for you too. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, we've been working hard on this stuff. we couldn't crack the code with the images and stuff, and we finally got the right images. So the graphic quality would look good on a shirt or anything. So you have to, and Stardust knows. She tells me all the time, if you want something to look good, it has to be big so you can make it smaller. And I'm like, oh, okay. So you have to like have the image size so big that you can shrink it down and so it looks even better. Gloria says, is there a chance I can get the fire within Hoodie Sun? Probably, yeah, we could probably do that. I know you're close by. You're close enough. We could probably meet up somewhere at some point and do that for you. That'd be awesome. There you go, Juju. She says, look out, boy, setting the night on fire. That's what we got. Chris says, Lord have mercy, we got some flames in the chat. You know that's right, man. Judy says she bought 2 new Iron Maiden shirts today. Number of the Beast and Power. So there you go. That's nice. That's good stuff. I think I got 7 shirts. I had to send them to my mom. My mom knows how to do, she's like a seamstress or whatever. She knows how to do so. She cuts off my sleeves like perfectly. So I had to send all my shirts to my mom. She's got them, and she should be sending them back sometime this week. So I'll have 7 new crazy shirts real soon here. Oh, no problem, Gloria. Yeah, I know you're close by, so you're not too far. If you go to the Temple Tavern at some point, you know you're close. Somewhere around here, somewhere in this city. But we can find you. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, so I think that was my set. All right, so let's play some. I guess we'll go through and we'll show you. What should I do first? We'll do Shadows first. So we got. I'll show you the Shadows shirt. Get you a close up of that. There's 2 versions of it, so we'll show you the first version. Let me turn my camera on here so you can see. Okay, well that should be good. All right, so we got the Shadows shirt. We're gonna play Shadows next here, and it was very cool. I wanted some because the song Shadows is very Egyptian sounding and whatnot. So we wanted a hero going into the shadows of this pyramid. Of course, you got the Eye of Horus up there, which is pretty cool. And you get the shadows, on the front. So you got Rick Renstrom and the shadows on the front. You got this cool metallic warrior going into this shadowy pyramid, which is pretty sweet. And then I'll show you what started doing these premium versions. So the premium version is a little different. You get the Rick Renstrom logo and the picture, but on the back, you get the word Shadows. So you get the title on the back. And if you can kind of see, it's hard to see, but it has the logo on the right sleeve. You can't see it fully, but yeah, you can see the little double R there, which is pretty cool. I don't know if they show, yeah, so you can kind of see it here a little bit better. So there's the RR logo on the right sleeve. You got the cover, and then you got the back with the shadows on the back. So very cool. So we shall play that one next. Let's go. Let's find it. Where's it at? Let's see what we got. Shadows, shadows, shadows. Where are you, Shadows? Here's Shadows. All right, let's do it. song for the shirt right there, The Shadows. That's a cool song. It's got a good, I don't know. When I play that song, I pick a picture of myself, and I see this shirt, I picture myself, this dude going into this pyramid of shadows and fighting some crazy stuff, man. I don't even know. It's gonna be cool. It could be a good video. It could be a cool video. If I could make it. If I had $100,000 to make videos, I could probably pull that off. That'd be fun, though. That'd be fun. Okay, let's see. Got a lot of comments, and we're gonna rip through them here. Appreciate everyone hanging out with us tonight. All right, remember that. Let's see. Okay, I think we got it here. Senator Hill says, I saw the Book of Souls tour, but you didn't get Iron Maiden or Ghost shirt. Oh man, that'd been cool, man. Yeah, I haven't been to a real concert in like 100 years, so I don't know. I think the closest we might get is maybe September 9 Inch Nails. I know Stardust wants to see 9 Inch Nails, and they're going to be here in September, so I could probably get some nice nosebleed seats for that. But you're going to get a shirt most likely. Albert says, you going to hit us up with Speeder? I am, brother, I am. We got a new shirt. We got a new Speeder shirt, so we're going to play Speeder to show off the shirt. I'll probably play that next, actually. Arkham says, do you like Christopher Lee's metal music? Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's interesting. I'll say that, Arculus. It's very interesting. It's kind of cool. He's got and it was funny that he was into metal. Who would have known? Who would have thought? I only heard a few things, but it was very, epic power metal style, which was cool. Gloria says she's in Orlando Lakes, they're loose. Yeah, I know where that is. Okay, that's not too far. Yeah, no. Meet in the middle somewhere. Juji wants a little Destiny's Call. Oh, we can rock that for sure. Let me write that down, Juji, because I don't get to play that much. It's like Symphony 40 and Until the Bitter End, like we're two powerhouse songs. So for the weekday ones, it's so much easier to play those because people, there's not everyone gets to hear it or heard it, so it's always cool. But yeah, I love playing Destiny's Call, so we got you on that. I wrote it down. Michael Faring didn't know he was. Yeah, it's funny, man. Yeah, check it out. He doesn't like. I don't know. It's almost like spoken word. How like the lyrics and stuff is kind of spoken word, but it's really cool. It's really cool. Juji says she loved it. All right. Jake says next time I'm in Florida, I might try and meet up with Rick and get my ESP signed. Smart to pick it up and play it. Well, come on down, brother. We got you, man. If you ever in town, let me know, man. We'll find you. Stardust says she really likes this song. This one and Voltage are our new favorites. There you go. I don't think I'm ready for Voltage yet. We'll play that. I can probably do Speeder. Voltage after that. There you go, Michael. Jake says melody is super fire in this one. Yeah, I've been trying to come up with a full song of it. I've been playing it for a while, and I keep trying to coordinate parts and stuff for each section. And I'm starting to get it. I'm going to probably go back and rewrite everything, all the melodies, and put harmonies behind it and stuff. I think it would sound really cool. Sanders says he's glad he got to see Nico McBrain before his health set. Yeah, no doubt. Excuse me. No doubt, man. Yeah, I forgot who the new drummer is already. But yeah, Nico was he was in that group for a long, long time, man. Thank you, Zach. Jake says, I live in Texas, but I'm in Florida every now and then. Rather be in Rhode Island for the summer, though. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's going to get hot. It's hot already. Every day I drive to work, it's like I get in the car at like 11:30 or so. It's like 90 plus. And then when I usually drive home, it's like 97 or something. It's like stupid hot around here. Juji says she got to hang out with the wrestlers before they passed, like Volkov and Media. There you go. That's my era of wrestling right there. I remember that. Nikolai Volkov. That's awesome. Xander says, my first Maydown was, he borrowed it in 9th grade. It was Live After Death. That's a good one to start with. I got lucky. The first one I got was Number of the Beast. And I was like, okay, I love it. Jake said, it's going to be over 100 in Texas next week. And it's freaking, I feel that. Because of the humidity here, it always feels like it's over 100 around here. Michael says he's watching wrestling right now. There you go. Thank you, Senator Hill. Started said she met Booker T about 10 years ago. That's crazy. Jake says the shadow shirt's really cool. There you go. It's a cool one. She tried a couple different designs and it wasn't working. We couldn't get it to work, and then we just made a few adjustments and it was like, boom, it worked finally. Garrett Payne, how you doing, buddy? Is it Mother's Day yet? I forgot. I hope if it is, thanks for reminding me. I gotta call my mama tomorrow. Thank you, bro. Hope you're doing well, Garrett. Gloria knows. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We'd appreciate it. The Senator said he won tickets for the Maiden Ghost show and trying to win tickets for a great show coming up soon. He said, I've won a ton of tickets. That's the way to go, man. Yeah, do people even call radio stations anymore for that stuff? I don't even know. Slim66, what's going on, bro? Good to see you, man. Judy said, oh, I'd love to see Nine Inch Nails. Yeah, they're going to be touring. Stardust knows more information than I do, but I know they're coming around here in September, last I saw. Tim Went says, we just started watching your YouTube videos a couple weeks ago. Which of your music do you recommend we watch first? And where do we find it? Oh, cool, Tim. That's awesome, man. Yeah. I mean, right on my channel, if you go to my channel page, there's a tab called Releases. It has my solo album from 2003 that I had remastered for digital age for right now. So it's a really pumping record. You can definitely enjoy that. And then anything on my video page, I think I have a couple songs on my video page that we've some playthroughs that I've done. I mean, I appreciate that, man. Absolutely. And if you're looking, listen to your music on your way to work or wherever you like, it's iTunes, Amazon, YouTube Music, all have it as well, bud. Appreciate that, man. Center says, thank you, Juji. Center says, 9 Inch Nails played Nashville one Halloween. I wish I could have won. Yeah, that would have been wild. Jake says, I got to see Priest one more time before this. I think they're done. I thought their tour is over. There you go, Garrett. There you go, Michael. I always like the Iron Sheik. I like the Jimmy Superfly Snuka, and what was this? Who did the 4-figure leg lock? Was that Greg Ironheart or something? Yeah, I can't remember his name, dude. We used to love that that 4-figure leg lock was awesome. Gloria says, I need a new steering wheel cover. I'm sick of burning my hands. I know, right? It gets crazy. I don't know if these places have steering wheel covers. I'll look for you, Gloria. Rhonda Baker in the house. How you doing, Rhonda? It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well out there. Always nice. Edward says, Mother's Day is tomorrow, Rick. Okay, thank you, guys. I will not forget to call my mother tomorrow and let her know. Absolutely. Well, I got a nice acoustic song for Mother's Day. Then we'll play that a little later on tonight. Senator says, I wish I had saw Priest before KK and Glenn both were not playing. I hear you, man. I got to see them on the Defenders of the Faith tour, the Turbo tour, and Painkiller tour twice. It was amazing, man. Frank's Track said he sold his $2,000 jacks for $250. No, $250. Ouch, bro. Man, that sucks, man. $2,000 Jackson for $250. That's crazy, dude. I see Jacksons on Reader all the time. They're getting crazy prices out there, man. Unbelievable prices. I wish I had more money, man. I'd buy so many guitars if I had more money. It'd be stupid. Jake says he meant to see Priest before they stopped touring, and while they still are alive and upright. They might be done. I don't know. I would have sworn I saw something. I follow Rob Halford and Judas Priest on Instagram, and Rob had to hold this sign like a year of touring, 200 shows, 50 countries, all this stuff. I was like, whoa, man, that's a lot. There you go, Juji. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers here. We appreciate you. Terry Carran's in the house. Says, howdy, President of Count. We're good to see you, Terry. Gloria said, I wish I could see Ozzy's last concert with Sabbath. Well, that SOB has it in England. Yeah, I know. It'll be on streaming somewhere, YouTube, or someone will have it streaming for sure. Metal Mark says, I wonder if anyone has ever done a Water on Smoke song. I don't know. I went into the banned words on my channel. We added Smoke on the Water. Like, if you just type in Smoke on the Water, that phrase is banned now. Along with Thunderstruck, along with Crazy Train. So we're gonna have fun with that. We're gonna have fun with that. There you go, Nate Roddy Piper. He's the man, dude. You ever see They Live, man? That's one of the best movies, and he killed it in that. He killed it in that. There you go. Gloria says, water on smoke? What? Yeah, you can't type smoke on the water anymore in here. You cannot type smoke on the water in the chats. We're going to mess with people. You got to love it, man. You got to love when you have power. Gloria says, streaming is not the same as being there, but oh, I feel you. I know. I would have liked to see, oh, dang, Gloria got it through. Or Terry got it through. Thunderstruck. What the heck? Maybe I didn't do a capital T, you know. I'll have to fix that, Terry. That's funny. But yeah, there was the Monsters of Rock in Brazil just about a month ago, and Sabotage played there, and yeah, I probably would have liked to have been there to see that, but I've had to catch all the YouTube footage of it, which is still good. It's good enough, you know. I don't think I want to sit in there with, you know, as much as I love Brazil and the Brazilian people, I don't think I want to be in the middle of like 50,000 Brazilians just in the heat. I don't want to be in the heat. 50,000 Americans, for that matter. I don't want to be hanging out in the heat, man. That's for sure. I like it. I like the comfort of my own home. It's very nice. It's much better there. All right, we're gonna do Speeder next here. Where's Speeder? Man, I got so many songs. This place goes. This goes hard, man. All right, Speeder. All right, I was playing Speeder earlier. We're not doing the Holy Trinity as such, but we're playing some of this trilogy. All right, Trinity. All right, here we go. This is Speeder. Oh yeah, before I go Speeder, let's look at this new Speeder shirt real quick. This came out real nice. Stardust made this one pop for sure. All right, let's go back to the that. All right, this is the new Speeder Neon Edition tee. So we got a little more color going on. Sparks. Got a neon city in the background. Of course, you have the Rick Renstrom logo. It's very cool. So it's like, that's supposed to be me, and I got to play my guitar so fast that it just drives this car and speeds past all these other dudes. Something like that. But yeah, that turned out real nice. Real sweet looking there. And of course, we got the premium edition t-shirt. It's the same, except you just only get the Rick Renstrom on the front, and of course the graphic, and on the back, you get the Speeder on the back. And of course, this also has the, where's that? Yeah, it's got the our logo on the right sleeve. So there's slight differences. It's a little more, costs a little more because there's more to print, obviously. But yeah, this one turned out real nice. A different idea than the original shirt, but I think both are cool. I like both either way. With that being said, let's crank it up. Speeder, let's do this. That's a good one. That's a good cut. It just plays so much better on this guitar. I don't know why. I don't know what is with this guitar, man. Why this one plays so much better than the other ones. They're almost all set up exactly the same, and I don't know why. All right, so we got we done shadows. Okay, let's do Storm Rider next. Actually, we're going. I think we're doing the. We're just doing the Holy Trinity, but out of phase. How about that? I thought I moved Storm Rider up here. Oh no, this is a different setup. All right, we'll cue up Storm Rider for the next one, and we'll tune our guitar on top of it all. Let's see here. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I really appreciate you here. Always good. Okay, let's see. Metal Mark says, don't become a Rick Nielsen who has over 400 guitars and at one time 1,000 guitars. Whew. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever get that right. I want one of something. Like I want an Yngwie Strat. I want a Ritchie Blackmore Strat. I want an Eric Clapton Strat. Stuff like that. I want a nice dozen of these. By Jackson. I like Jackson to make me a dozen of these guitars. And that's probably about it. A couple here and there. A couple of nice. I like a Chet Atkins SST nylon string. I don't want a lot. Just a little here and there. Just a little here and there. Jake says Roddy Piper was hilarious on his. I never saw that, man. I never saw him on there. The only thing I ever saw him on was when They Live, man, which is one of my favorite movies, man. A classic. Sarah says, yeah, how did Thunderstruck? I don't know. I think because I did all lowercase, maybe. I wonder if I could add it real quick. Let me see. Because Terry pulled off the uppercase. I don't know why the system just doesn't understand. If it's a word, it doesn't matter if it should be uppercase, lowercase, it should be whatever. All right, man, I don't know. How did that do? Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to do all this with like the uppercase letters. How strange. All right. I'm adding Thunderstruck with a capital T this time. Oh, cripes. T. Thunderstruck. Nothing against Thunderstruck. I'm just sick of seeing it on my chat. Okay, there we go. Let's try it again. Anyone try and type Thunderstruck? Go ahead. Try with a lowercase or capital. All right, there you go. Michael Fairbanks knows. Center Hill, he said he grew up wrestling. That's right, man. Metal Mark says because of Ozzy's poor health, I read he might not even sing. Yeah, it might be tough, man. He might be tough. Terry Caron, there you go. Testament, that's a classic band. Alex Skolnick's a crazy guitar player, man. Garrett says when you're having a good time, heat don't matter. I feel that. Metal Mark says Speeder's on the run. There you go, man. Judy, Brazil, yeah, Brazil. It's not too far. I mean, it's South America, so it's maybe 6-hour flight. Stardust knows. Stardust been to Colombia. How long did it take to get to Colombia, Stardust, from Miami? I'd be curious. Anti's in the house. He says, I came in here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. I know that's right, brother. That's one of the best lines in the history, man. You gotta love John Carpenter. I wonder if John Carpenter wrote that or did Roddy Piper actually improv that? I would be curious to know. Gloria says, I doubt Ozzy will be around much longer. I'm surprised Ozzy's been around this long. It's amazing. Him and Keith Richards, they must have a secret. They got a secret. Sandra says they'll probably sit on his throne. I can imagine that, man. Jake says, nice touch with the F1 car in the shirt. And ode to Rick's interest. Absolutely. Yeah. That's what a speeder's all about. Racing against the time, man, or something. There you go, Gloria. Rhonda Break says, great to watch you play. Happy. Thank you, Rhonda. It's always good to see you here with us. Hope you're doing well. Colorado. Jake's like, what's up, Ninja? Zach, thank you, brother. Chris back in the house. How you doing, Chris? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. Thank you, Juji. Kiki, thank you. Anti knows. Happy Mother's Day to all the great moms. Thank you. Great moms matter. Lame ones don't. True that. Everyone got a mom, though. You don't come in this world without a mother somewhere. That's for sure. Gloria says, only 28 likes so far? I think you can do better. Hit the like. You know, Saturdays are a little different, Gloria. The Saturdays are way different. And it's always been this way. Saturday, you know, if you do a horizontal stream like this, it's bring your own crowd type of scenario. It's been what it is, but Saturday has its own certain reason for even being like this, which is you know, for me to make videos, because I take a lot of this stuff, and you'll see if you see my videos throughout the week, a lot of this stuff that you hear tonight will be in the videos, but things go by so fast you don't remember everything. So I find the best parts and I make videos for it, and it's much better this way. It's a much cleaner image. But yeah, I think the highest we ever had in here was maybe 30 people, maybe something like that, which is fine. I like Saturdays, I really do. Because it's chill, you know. The weekdays, the vertical stream is fast paced, it's rapid, it's wild. I don't mind it either. I don't mind that either, but I like the Saturday. It's kind of a chill day for me. It's like I'm not even streaming. I'm just hanging out with friends, which I like. All right, what we got? Storm Rider. All right, let me cue that up. Finish up the chat. And let's see. Jake says, everybody better buckle up. You know how that goes. There you go, Nate B. Thank you, Anti. Welcome all the visiting people peacefully from around the world. Rock steady in there. Juji says, what? Oh, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I remember Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He was a big dude, man. Yeah, Jake knows. Vertical streams, that's where you get the big. That's where you get the big bucks, man. That's where things fly. Big crowds on the verticals. But hey, I wouldn't mind a big crowd here, but I think we all enjoy just a nice chill hangout and no crazy, you know. As you can see, we're already an hour in and not one request for the Weezer lick or Smoke on the Water. Or, you know, we do something. It's a little different here. I like it here. Center Hill says, my one and only time seeing WWF was The Undertaker. I used to lay out The Undertaker. He was a killer, dude. He was good, man. He was sick. Chris Bax in Canada. That's awesome. I only been to Canada once. It was basically just stepping across the line. Okay. Chat went a little wild there. I'm catching up on the chat. Thank you, Senator Hill. Appreciate it. There you go, Juji. You know what's up. Thank you, Chris. Nate B. Appreciate that. Thank you, Kiki. Mark says, born to lead at breakneck speed with high octane and spitting flames. Free will burn. Absolutely, buddy. Jake says, how much do you want for that purple dinky, Rick? I'm convinced magic will only allow skip 25 years of practice and instantly become awesome. I feel that. There is one on Reverb right now, bro. I'll find it for you, Jake. Reverb.com. I'm going to find this for you, Jake. Let's see. Jackson. Dinky. Reverse Pro. This thing has been sitting here for a minute too, man. I don't know why. It's a 93 though, Jake. Which is not bad. I believe it has the what does it have? A Jackson or a Charvel branded? I think this has the Charvel branded. This is this is a Jackson branded one. A little different. But if anyone wants it, what do we got here? This thing is currently at $900, a $200 price drop. But it does say local pickup. He's in San Antonio, Jake. Is that close to you? I don't know. I'm going to pop this in the chat, though. But this is basically my same guitar. My same one, if anyone's interested. But it's a 93. Very close. Oh, let's see. Metal Mark says, sounds like Rick would need to end up with about 150 guitars. Yeah, it's probably about right, man. Terry says, did I sneak into your system? I don't know. We're testing it out. Yeah, Jake got in there. Thunderstruck. Huh. Very strange. We're going to find it because it blocks a lot of words. Maybe it takes time for it to kick in. Or maybe if I'm already in a chat going, or a chat's already going, it won't update. No, we'll test it out tomorrow, Stardust. We'll check that out tomorrow. Juji's like, wow. I know, right? We'll get it. We'll get it. Nah, I think because there's an already ongoing chat, it won't update in this one. It might be update later, but I think tomorrow will be the true answer. Mel Mark says, then you have a house with all the guitars with temperature and humidity controlled rooms. Make sure they're lasting. Yeah, absolutely, man. There's a dude I watch. His name's Brendan Ellis. He plays for a band called Black Dahlia Murder. This dude's got like a mad collection of guitars, man. It's an insane collection. And that dude is amazing too. Joe Bonamassa has some massive collection too. Glory says, I know Ozzy still being alive is a miracle. Maybe crazy Sharon could be the thing for that. Possibly. She probably keeps him alive somehow. Terry says the secret will be disclosed soon as an EBS or an EAS. I feel that. Stu Petty in the house. How you going, buddy? Ooh, Terry, the White Lion licks. I wish. I never learned any White Lion. I only bought that album. Pride? That first album, is that what it's called? Because of Vito Bratta, his solos were amazing, man. Amazing. Chris Bagnos, horizontal doesn't have as many trolls. Zero trolls. Zero trolls, pretty much. Edward says he's got a great mom. He's going to go see her tomorrow. Bet you have a great mom too. Yeah, my mom's great. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Edward. Yeah. If it wasn't for my mom, I probably wouldn't be playing guitar. You know, because she's the one that bought me my first Charvel in 1986, and that thing was the thing that pushed me along. You know, because I'd been playing on this old junky 1963 or 65 Gibson hollow body electric, and man, it was a rough year of playing that one. It was a rough year of playing that thing. And when I picked up the Charvel Model 4 for the first time and played everything that I could play, it was like a whole new world. And it just opened the door for me. Stu, I always know this one, brother. That's a pure metal riff right there. There you go, Michael. Yeah, the original Undertaker, he was killer, man. Juji says, can you play The Wizard from Uriah Heep? I've never heard that one, Juji. I have to listen to it. Jake says, I want a Rick's guitar that he's playing right now. That's the magic one. You never know. This one could have magic too. I don't know why. I got this from Guitar Center, used online, probably in 2013, 2014 maybe. I don't remember how much I paid, maybe $600-700 for it. But when I got it, I just started messing around with it, getting all the, just update, just loosening the springs up a little bit, changing the bridge, moving the bridge up or down or whatever, getting everything, the intonation, and it's just playing. It's been the same way ever since. And these pickups must be in like the perfect position or something, the height, because they smoke. Jake says San Antonio's about an hour. Actually, man, that's good, dude. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad deal. They're hard to get now, dude. They're getting more and more crazy with this with the prices on these things. Another Jackson Dinky popped up the other day, and man, a guy wants $1,700 for it. He's got a stone version of this guitar. It's a '93 though. But he's got the stone version of this. He wants $1,700. Oh, yikes, man. No. Gloria says, call me weird, but I have a Black Sabbath Bic lighter I got from a friend in 1988. Holographic picture of Ozzy with Black Sabbath and Fused Lego. That's cool. That's a nice collector's item there. Very nice collector's item. Edward's got it there. Happy Mother's Day to all the ladies here. Absolutely, brother. Okay, Anti's got, in case I got it pinned, but Anti's posted up here too. The Rick Renstrom merchandise page. Check it out. What is next? We're playing Storm Rider next. We're going to show that shirt, of course. Middle Mark says, hopefully Jackson are completely American made, otherwise it might be more expensive. The custom shop is in San Dimas, California still. Yeah. So yeah, no problem there. And Charvel too. Stu Petty, there you go, buddy. But they do outsource. Yeah, some of their stuff's made in like Indonesia or Korea or something like that, depending on what it is. Absolutely, Stu. There you go, Michael. Unchain the Night. How's it go? How's it go? How's that go? I don't think I'm in the right key. I want to hear it. I've been trying to remember some of these docking tunes. I don't think I'm in the right key. Let me see. Let me listen to this. That's in key of F. Been a minute since I played that one. Let me see. There you go, man. That's been a minute, dude. I think the last time I played that song was probably when I was about 16. There was a one time I auditioned for a band. I was, I looked through the paper where it was like, oh, looking for a guitar player, rock. We're looking for a rock guitar player, and I was 16 years old, or just turned 16. I was like, yeah, I can play guitar. Can you play the Dockin'? I was like, yeah, I play Dockin'. And it was one, I could play so many Dockin' songs. So I went over there, and I was 16 years old. These dudes were like, probably in their 30s, and they were just like, this dude's jamming basically, and it was interesting. But I remember playing. That's probably the first and the last time I played Unchained the Night back in the day. Nate B knows Charvel Jackson's built for speed, man. You know that's right. Oh, did you say it was a joke? I thought you might know it. No, I don't. I never got into Uriah Heep, to be honest with you. I really never did. But it's all good, Certain people ask for certain things. I'll try and figure it out. I'll try. I almost made tonight like whatever riff you want. Tell me the riff and I'll go and figure it out. But I was like, that might be a bad idea. That would take a while. That'd be like Tyler, because Tyler's doing all the request stuff. I don't like to do the requests like that. But one day we might just screw around and do that if we got no other time. Absolutely, Rhonda, we got more songs to go. We're just warming up. Gloria says minimum $5,000 for a guitar. Yeah, I don't even. It'd be more than that. You'd have to give me enough money so I could retire, Jake, and then give me a subsidy every year. Stranger in a Strange Land. How's that one go, Juji? Let me think. Stranger in a Strange Land. I don't remember that. That's been a long time. Somewhere in time. What key is that in? Well, that's been a while. Da-da-dum. Something like that. I had to listen to it a little more, but I never got. Somewhere in time, I was like, I listened to it a little bit, but I was probably getting close where I was like falling off the Iron Maiden bandwagon. He says, Anthony said, tell Stardust what Rick Renstrom official gear you want, and she'll do a Stardust FU on it. There you go. There you go, Chris. Storm Rider's coming right up. Absolutely. Judy said, I want a travel mug with Rick with Ninja Turtles and pizza saving Shredder. That could be copyright problem there. We could think of something, though. Zach G knows that's nothing like a Jax. You know that's right. T-Bird says, have you heard Dawkins' new song, Future? I think so. He's got a couple new songs I've heard, actually. Another song I've heard, I don't know if anyone gets into that, Mammoth with Wolfgang Van Halen, Wolfgang's band. That new song is fire. And the video is really cool, too. Stu said they made Mexico's Charbel's in Mexico. He's got a couple of real nice. There you go, Juji, little Dockin. Like old school Dockin, I remember that. Kiki says, I'm about 30 minutes from San Dimas. Dang, you need to you swing by the Jackson factory and get yourself a tour. I wish I was there. I'd go for sure. Mel Mark says, Jackson gifted the band Frozen Crown 3 Jackson guitars. Oof. Man, that's nice, man. There you go, Terry. Some classic Dockin. Stu says the next field cut they do, man, unbelievable. There you go, Michael, a little bit of Lynch, absolutely, man. Mel Mark says, Dockin, for me, it's about George. You know that's right, man. Jeff Pilson, though. Jeff Pilson, a crazy, awesome bass player and an amazing singer. He's crazy on them vocals. There you go, Stu. T-Bird says, now I need the drums so I can play with like Mick Brown. Absolutely, man. Mick was a smoker. He could kill it too, man. He's a cool dude. I met him a long time ago in Virginia Beach, man. And it was just sitting at a bar. And like, we were watching a concert, and he was just chilling at the bar. I was like, Mick Brown? He's like, yeah. I was like, dude, holy crap. Judy says, I have a big travel case full of cassettes and home records. There you go. There you go, Silver Fox. Appreciate that. Donald James in the house. What's up, brother? Mark says, George Lynn's played on quite a few artists' albums. Oh, yeah. He played on that. He smokes on that, too, man. Absolutely, Chris. It's a great community here. We love this community. Donald says, working on Nasty Plumbing all day. Nice to know I can chill and listen to some amazing tunes. Absolutely, brother. Edward says, Rick, please play one of your favorites. Hey, you're absolutely, this one right here, Storm Rider. We got it cranking up. I got it loaded, ready to rock. Let's make sure no one's directly talking to me. Donald James said, I want Storm Rider wristbands. There you go. And socks. Okay. We get some Storm Rider Speedos, too, if anyone. Senator says, the end is the new. Man, that's dope, man. That's a great song. Man, I watched it the other day. I was like, wow, that's a good song. And Wolfgang killing on the guitar, man. Just killing it, man. Beautiful. All right, real quick, we'll show the Storm Rider shirt once again. You probably have seen it, but hey, we'll go look at it real quick. Because we have a... Do we make a new Storm Rider? We don't make a new Storm Rider shirt. It's the original Storm Rider. I think we did make a Storm Rider. Did we not make a Storm Rider premium shirt? I can't remember. I want to say we did. But there's the Storm Rider shirt. It's cool. I love how Stardust, she took an old picture of me and was able to like morph it in on this. It's kind of similar with the old Star. I thought we made a Storm Rider premium. I guess we didn't. Oh, we did. I'm stupid. Here it is. All right, here's the new Storm Rider premium version. So you get the Storm Rider artwork with the logo on the back. You get the word Storm Rider like the other ones, and of course you get the RR logo on the right sleeve. Wunderbar, wunderbar. All right, with that being said, it's time to crank out some Storm Rider. Let's see. We're all tuned up, ready to rock. I'm going to try and do this real good because I've been trying to get a good cut of this song. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? We're going to make a quick track here. I'm going to record my guitar here. If I do good enough, and if I mess up, I can fix it if I just record the track here. All right, so we're going to record this. I think I am. Actually, I'm stupid. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to hit record. That's all I got to do. All right. All right. No pressure, right? No pressure, right? Okay, Storm Rider, here we go. I'm gonna hit record on this one. Actually, how do I do that? I guess I'm gonna have to move it. All right, I got it. Actually, I don't got it. I forgot to turn off my little thing here, dummy. Okay, turn it off. Okay, let's try that again with feeling this time, huh? make out one critical error, and it's all useless. I tried, dang it, I tried. I don't even think it recorded anyway. Or did it? It did record. Yeah, that was a waste. I'm gonna delete that. I think I'm gonna have to actually just sit there and one day just sit here and do the whole song several times over, get it right. I want to do a real video for it. My friend has a real nice green screen set up. I would like to go over there and record it a few times with him, which would be cool. There you have it. Stormrider though. Stormrider in the house. Let's see. Lots of great chat going on. You guys are talking all the old stuff. Everyone's talking about cassettes. I got like a couple boxes of old cassettes, old 4-track recordings and stuff. God knows what's on it there. I need to get a dual deck cassette. I need to get an old 4-track player. Shoot. Center says he saw Ted Nugent while Mick Brown was playing drums for him at the time. Leonard Skinner was also a sheesh, man. I didn't know Mick Brown. He's done some stuff, extra stuff, man. But man, he's a good drummer though, man. He's always a powerhouse, and he was a really good timing, really good timing. Thank you, Edward. Juji says, sweet shirt. You guys are doing awesome. Thank you, Juji. Gloria says, I kind of miss those cassette players and boom boxes. I miss sitting in front of my stereo for hours waiting for a song to play. I hear that. Remember that? The radio would be going. You just like record. I used to just record because in Ohio, I don't know where back in the 80s they would have like certain things like a metal hour or like a show like once a week, and it'd just be nothing in metal. And I would just record the whole thing, and then I would dub those songs onto another tape. So like I always have the best songs to listen to. Then we got Z-Rock. Yeah, that was it. We got Z-Rock. I must have been in 10th or 11th grade. We got Z-Rock, which is nothing but a heavy metal, 24-hour-a-day metal radio station. Maybe not 24 hours, I don't remember. But I used to sit there and record that all day and hear all these cool songs. A lot of cool songs. Anti says, no folks, Morphin, Rick Renstrom, he does not mean he's a Power Ranger, that's for sure. Did I say Morphin? Where did I say it? I don't even know. Don says, nah, that's Watermelon dude. Used to drink a lot of it. Yeah, this one, yeah, Major Melon. That's me tonight. Major Melon. There you go, Terry. Locked and loaded. Judy says, Rick setting the stream ablaze. You know that. Storm Rider coming. Bring the rains. It's been raining all day here. We woke up and it was like pouring rain. And I was like, well, we gotta wait. Before we go in there, we waiting. I'm not driving that rain. There you go, Donald knows. Michael got it. Absolutely, guys. Donald says he still has his Iowa cassette and CD player from 95. Dang, dude. That's crazy, man. I found some old stuff I got. I found this old MP3 player I used to take on tour with me. I found it was a Korg Pandora. It was like a little box that you could plug your guitar into and then plug it out to a speaker or something like that. It has some good tones on it. I found it and I was like, man, I need to throw a battery in this thing. There you go, Michael. Absolutely, buddy. That's Michael's favorite song there. I appreciate it. It's one of my favorites to play too. I love playing that one. Metal Mark says, in my youth, I would record from album to cassettes to be portable in the car. Use TDK or Maxwell. Oh yeah, the Maxells were nice. The Maxwell with the red, kind of the red and gold ones, those were good, man. I'd take anything I got, man. Any tape I could get. I used to have the real cheap. I like Sertron. Remember Sertron tapes? That was some 80s goodness right there, man. I used to have they were cheap as heck, man. But man, I had a bunch of stuff. My friend had more albums than I did. He kept getting albums constantly, and he would dub me stuff. Gloria says, well, you still have cassettes. Some of those are worth some cash, and maybe. I've got some real old weird stuff, too. Like Bobby, if you know who Bobby Colby is, he played in the band Death during the Symbolic album. I have his original band's demo, Azrael, from when I was in Winter Park, Florida. I was like, I got some old weird band demos and stuff. It's funny. What was that other band? There was a band from Jacksonville. It had Kent and Brent Smedley. I forgot their name, man. I got that tape somewhere too. T-Bird says, I picked up a Pioneer dual cassette reverse last fall. Need to go through it and put some new belts on it. Yeah, that's what I'm always worried about. I was at the, where we go? We went to the Red, what is that called? Salvation Army. Salvation Army got like a big store in town. And they had a bunch of stuff, man, but I was like, I don't know if this is going to work or not, man. I need a VCR. And they actually had a VCR DVD recorder, but didn't have a remote. And I kept pressing buttons to see it wouldn't work. I was like, it was like $10. I was like, I must pass on that one, man. T-Bird said he missed out on a deal on a Yamaha cassette that got Dolby S on it. Dang, dude. They're out there somewhere. He says, he showed me all his old home videos of him on stage when he was 18 with his crazy pants and Ingve hair. Absolutely. Man. I had the spandex like you wouldn't believe, man. Donald says, I only had a UC Davis college radio station that played Extreme L on Fridays. He got to know the GJ and hang out. That's cool, man. Drew said, I used to half push the record button so the voice and everything would be in slow. There you go. That's funny. We used to do a lot of weird stuff with them tape decks. And of course, if you needed to re-record something, you just put the tape on the top of the little holes there, and you could keep recording over it. That was classic. Donald said, there's probably half a dozen VCR square on this house. Dang, dude. Yeah, man, I tell you, I had this really, really sick, it was a DVD burner and VCR at a VHS player. And I was like dubbing all my old VHS tapes to DVD, like all the old Rob Rock shows that we got filmed. I got a ton of them too. Probably like 10 or 12 concerts. And a bunch of old stuff too, like when I was like 16 and 17, 18 years old and stuff. A lot of really old Akron local band stuff. But yeah, I had to pawn it. I went flat broke. When I moved down to the Tampa area, St. Pete, Tampa area, I cashed in my 401k, and I was like, and I thought we were, me and Wade were going to find some record deal real fast, and that didn't turn out to be the case, and I ended up running out of money. I had like $0, 0 cents, and I started pawning. I even pawned my Charvel just to get some money to pay some things so I could go start looking for a job or whatever. I got most everything back, but I still hadn't got the VCR DVD burner thing from the pawn shop, and I finally got the money to go get it. And I went back, and the place burned down. I'm like, what about my VCR? And they're like, you don't got to pay back. You don't got to pay for it or something. I was like, what do you mean I was bummed. I was bummed. Cletus and Clovis in the house. He says, ready to shred tonight. Clovis had an 8-track of Humble Pie cruising in '74 Lincoln. There you go. He's old school. I hear you, bro. I didn't have my dad had a 8-track player in his car when I was a kid. I had an 8-track player on my stereo. It was an 8-track turntable and an AM/FM radio. That's what I had. But I only had 2. I had Deep Purple in Rock, and what was the other one? I always forget the other one because I never listened to it. I think it was Grand Funk Railroad. I think I listened to that once. I was like, I listened to that Deep Purple till it broke. I listened to it so many dang times. Oh, my boombox, man! I didn't have a super cool boombox when I was growing up. It was a boombox with a tape deck, AM/FM radio, and one speaker. One speaker. It didn't even have 2 speakers. I was bummed. Whoa! Tyler Shep Shreds and their viewers just joined the chat. Yo! What's up, everybody? Good to see you. Hope y'all enjoyed Tyler's show tonight. We're just hanging out, having a good time. Michael said, yeah, Falk had 8-track in the 78 Cougar. That's what I'm talking about, man. I had a 78 Olds Cutlass wagon, but it had tape player in it. Jake says, if Rick wearing spandex pants is a bra some more time of mine, I'm subscribing. I know, man. Oh, you want to see it? Oh, wait, he doesn't want to hear about it. I hear you, man. I don't want to see it. Luckily, it's dark. A lot of the pictures are dark. You can't see. Freedom Firefighter. Whoa, good to see you, brother. It's been a minute. He says, glad I caught you. I listen to a lot of your stuff while racing to the fires. There you go. He gets him pumped up. I love it, man. Shredding out and saving and saving buildings, man. That's what's up, brother. That's great stuff, man. Good to see you again, man. Mel Mark said, there's something worse than being flat broke, deep in debt. I hear that, man. I hear that. I'm not wearing spandex now. No. I haven't worn spandex since I was about 17 years old. So don't worry. I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon. Indy's in the house. Good to see you, Indy. How you doing tonight? There you go, Gloria. 2 turntables and a microphone. Nate B knows pawn shop down. Where was Freedom Firefighter when I needed him at that pawn shop, man? It's all good. I'll get another one or something. Or I'll get something. Donald Dame says, my dad had original Kiss 8-tracks. Dang, dude. That's awesome, man. Tyler Shep, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you tonight. Hope you had a good show over there. I saw you was on. I saw you watched earlier, but I just lurked. You know I'm a lurker. You know how I do. I always be lurking. All right, what we got? We got voltage. We got voltage left to do. So we're going to show you the voltage T-shirt next. Real quick, this was cool. Because I love this dog. I'm a fan of Dobermans. I never had a Doberman when I was a kid, but I've always wanted one, and I never had the opportunity to have one because I don't live in the right atmosphere for a Doberman. But this is the voltage shirt. We got a metallic Doberman, and if anyone knows the Leash Law album very well, and they look at the cover, there's a Doberman on there, and that is because of me. I love Dobermans. But yeah, there's the Rick Renstrom Voltage t-shirt. We got our metallic Doberman in a lightning storm running through a post-apocalyptic city. He's cool looking. I might actually get this one because I like it so much. I thought that was cool. Now, of course, we do have the premium version here. So you just get the Rick Renstrom logo at the top, the full picture, and then on the back you get voltage on the back. And of course, as with the others, you get the Rick Renstrom. Oh wait, I think there's a problem with this one. We might have a problem with this. No, there it is. That was the other side. There's the Rick Renstrom, the RR logo. So there you have it. The voltage shirt, ready to go. I'm probably gonna get that one. I really like that one, but let's kick it off. Where is voltage? I don't even remember. I don't think I have it listed here. When did I write that? 426? Oh, that ain't it. It was 419. Yeah, I don't remember when I wrote voltage now. I think it's this one. March 22nd. Okay, there it is. Voltage. All right, let's go. All right, those who love voltage, you know I love voltage. Here we go. Bridge. That's a cranker right there. That's a fun one to play too. All right, I think we got it covered. Juji wanted to hear Destiny's Call, so we will play Destiny's Call next, and then we'll break out the acoustic old jam session for. Actually, I'm so dumb, man. I'm running late today. I got a song of the week, man. All right, let's play a Juji song. Where is Destiny's Call in here, man? Gadzooks. We're probably gonna run a little later than usual tonight, so we can get through all these tunes. I tell you, Stardust was telling. I told Stardust earlier, I was like, yo, time is flying. She's like, well, you know, time flies when you're having fun. I'm thinking, maybe I should stop having fun. Dang it, time's flying too much. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, there we go. There he is. Jake's guys. Tyler Shepredder. Tyler Shepredder in the house. You mixed it up. That's always cool, man. Terry said, I found an old black market VHS cassette of Rush. Bought that sucker right. There you go. I used to know a dude in like, man, he lived in, where was it? It was kind of downtown Orlando area. And this dude had like some crazy like rare videos. I was like, I scooped up some. I had a Gary Moore concert, man. I don't know what happened to it, man. But he had a Gary Moore concert. I bought that thing. It was so sick. I don't even know where it was. There you go, Freedom. TX, he said, I needed all your shares. There you go. Tyler shouting out, everybody. Good to see you, Tyler. Donald James said, just lurk and listen. You know that's right. TX, how you doing? How's it going? Hello to you. Tyler Shep knows lurkers. I'm a lurker. I'm a mega lurker. I try not to say too much in Tyler's chat, but you know, if I need to tell him something or tell his parents something, I'll throw it in there. But I usually try and stay out of the chats there. And I do vote. I voted like 4 times to get Careless Whisper the other night, and that was good, man. I liked it. I enjoyed that. Juji's like, live, laugh, lurk. We need a shirt like that. Juji, you might just came up with the next shirt. T-Bird says, in the 80s, everyone wore spandex. Now 2025, when women only are allowed to wear it. Are there? I haven't seen spandex in 100 years, man. I ain't seen it in a long time, man. Oh, that's awesome. Indy got your 2K. That's beautiful. That's great. So we got some milestones. We got Lady Campion hitting that 1,000. Indy getting that 2,000. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, no. Jake says, nope, $1.99 unless someone just unsubbed. I don't know. If I could sub again, I would. Donald James said, it's a law to put your dog on a leash. It is. 100%. 100%, man. Funny we had the name Leash Law, though. It's a funny name. But it meant something different. It wasn't about dogs at all. It's about how the society has become dogs to the government. I think that's what the message of the Leash Law Dogface album was. Wade wrote all the lyrics. I didn't write none of the lyrics, you know. He came up with the we came up with the title, the name together, but he came up with the title of the album. There you go, Michael. There you go, Tyler. He's like, here we go. Freedom Fire says, Potosi FDP loves Rick. Now that's what's up, man. We gotta get you guys. We gotta get you a shirt. Get you all some shirts, man. That'd be dope, man. We'll get a fire truck and it say Potosi FDP on it, and a Rick Renstrom logo. How about that, man? We'll come up with something. There you go, Juji. Got the lightning, the voltage. TX, thank you very much, TX. Appreciate that. Let's see. I'm a little back. I'm a little behind on the chat. I'm trying to catch up. Gloria knows. Yeah, Florida's got the leash law for sure. Freedom Fire says Rick is absolute proof that anything is possible. I love this man to the ends of it. I appreciate that, Freedom Firefighter. You rock, brother. You rock, my man. That's awesome. Oh no, Juji said she fell asleep on Thursday. That's all right. Jake, they got it. He plugging in. There you go. Andy says, shout out Rick with the super chat or super sticker. Thank you, Andy. TX says, this is called a dedication, man. Mad respect. Thank you, TX. Appreciate that. Cletus got it. That's high voltage, my brother. You know that. Right? Jake with the super chat. He said Indy told me to. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate that. Whoa, TX dropping in hot. Thank you so much, TX. That's amazing. Appreciate you very, very much. That means a lot to us, and thank you. Thank you very much. Some big ones there, yeah? Double super chats, like back to back. That's what's up. There you go, Michael. Anti knows I'll be shredding tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Gotta rock, gotta rock. Absolutely, man. Anti had to drop, he had to drop a whole bunch of them lightning bolts there, man. The booms, the big booms. Absolutely, Gloria guy. TX and Jake are awesome. Big shout out to both of them. TX says Brazil currency ain't that hot right now, but I did the best. No problem, TX, man. You just being here, it means the most to me, honestly, and I do appreciate the sentiment of any kind on these super chats. So it's very, very kind of you, buddy. Appreciate that. Obrigado, mi amigo. Y boa noche to you. Since you said you're from Brazil, I know a little Portuguese. Michael says, "What time you going? Maybe 11:30. I'm gonna try and knock out. I got a Destiny's Call to do. I've got the song of the week to do, and then we got the acoustic song of the week to do. So hopefully wrap up just before 11:30 here. So I thank you so much for everyone hanging out. Judy says, "Nah, keep having fun. I know. I need more time in the day. I really do, because like I think I started. We got up, we went out, we got back, we ate. I played a little bit of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for about 45 minutes, and I was like, all right, let me go work on my song of the week and stuff. And I turned around, it's like 8 o'clock. I'm like, dang, I gotta get ready. True that, Donald. Yo, there he is, Freedom Firefighter, dropping that super chat, brother. You rock, man. He says, Potosi Fire Department appreciates you, brother. Thank you. We're gonna look that up, Freedom. We're gonna look that up. We'll make a special T-shirt for you guys. We can come with something pretty cool for that. That's what's up, man. Because we got the fire within, you know. We make it happen. There you go, Jay. We got some super chat action. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate it. Don says he talks too much in the chat. Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. It's good to know you too, TX. Thank you so much for subscribing as well. Very much appreciated. I just like to lurk, you know. When I'm watching Tyler or Brody or Abby or Ghost of Maid, these guys, I'm just, you know, I just want to enjoy the show. And if I need to say something, I will. But I try not to, you know. I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. Because you never know, you know. Yeah, you never know. I just want to hear the jams, you know. That's what I go to people's live streams to hear the jams. That's what I want to hear, you know. I don't want no requests, just play what you got, and that's what I want. Gloria says, no, Rick, we're getting too old to stop having some fun. We would just be neglecting ourselves. We got to keep ourselves moving before we can move no longer. I appreciate that comment. I know. I joke. I'm having fun. Don't worry. But if I had to keep having fun, the time's going by too fast. That's the problem. Got to find a happy medium, I think. There you go, Freedom. Anti's got the links to my Cash App, PayPal, or a Venmo. If you're in the donating mood, always appreciate it. If not, don't worry about it. Again, anyone being here in these streams and hanging out and having a good time is the most important thing to me. Always, that's the most important thing. Yeah, where's Potosi? Nikki Lynn, how you doing? Good to see you. She said, I missed you. We missed you too, Nikki. Hope you're doing well tonight. Having a great weekend so far. Okay. Freedom says that's in the Ozark Mountains. Sure, dude. Nikki says, I just made it back to Buckeye territory. There you go. OH for show. There you go, TX. Let's see. Indy's got a link to my exercise that every guitar player should know. If you're a guitar player and you haven't checked it out, make sure you do. All I ask, learn the exercise. 20 minutes, 30 days straight. You let me know how that goes. I'm pretty sure you'll be doing pretty good. Anti's also got the link to my speeder playthrough. Pretty nice. Thank you there. Freedom says they had an out-of-control brush fire, hundreds of acres. Had to bring in bull dozens and cut a burn line miles long. Rick's ripping leads go through my head when I'm in those scenes. Chaotic. That's awesome, dude, man. I'm glad I could keep you guys inspired and work and making it happen, man. You never know how many lives you're saving, man. So that's amazing, dude. Clovis can't wait for that acoustic. We got a nice one here. Michael says, playing San Andreas, Rick? That's what's up. I know, right? I never got to play it, and then it was finally on sale on the Steam for PC. So I was like, all right, I'm going to get this. So, and today, because Stardust and I were playing this really crazy, cool survival game, and we pretty much beat the game for all intents and purposes. So we're kind of like, we got nothing to play together. So I'm like, all right, let me try this San Andreas out. Gloria said, just noticed your little neon guitar. That's pretty cool. Thank you. It's a nice little touch. Something to look at, I guess. Anti says, gear pinned to the chat and tell Stardust what you want. Absolutely. Oh, pinned at the top. Yes. I get it. If there's something in the store that you would like to see, make sure you let us know. We'll see if we can make it happen for you. So far I remember Gloria wanted a steering wheel cover. I don't know if they have them. We'll look. Don says, exactly. In fact, I'm grabbing my guitars and playing on. There you go. Gloria said, I agree. We got to find happy medium. Life is going by. I know. It's already May, you know. It'd be June next month, and I'll be a year older next month. I don't know. T-Bird says, Ohio's just across the river. There you go, man. Judy says, what's my favorite Deep Purple riff? It's probably going to be Knocking at Your Back Door. I love that. I just love that one. The verse is cool. That's a cool riff. But Richie always came up with the cool riffs. There you go. Anta's got the link to my website, RickRenstrom.com. I need to make a few updates on that too. But time, damn it, time. No time. Jake says, make sure you're subscribed, Rick's channel. We're on the home stretch to 50K. Ain't that the truth, man? I think we'll hit it maybe in a week or so here. It's been firing up. And crazily enough, probably after tomorrow night, in 28 days, I will have 1 million views in 28 days. Can you believe that's crazy? Crazy amount of views in 28 days. Michael said, it's a good time, bro. Been wanting to re-download GTA. I say, yeah, it's been fun so far. The dialogue is hilarious. Judy said, I've been trying to get past the first enemies of Bloodborne. Oh my gosh. God bless you for that. I can't play those roguelike games or whatever. I'm no good at those things. I am no good at all at those things. But I remember that's a good game. I remember my friend was playing that one. T-Bird says, Rick speaker cam is a Marshall. I know. My friend has, this is an old one. This is like 1986, this cabinet here, I think. 86 or 88, it's around that time. It's an old one. My friend, he's been storing it for me. He's got my brand newer JCM 800 one. And it's got a proper logo on it. The old Marshall. There you go, Michael. Absolutely, buddy. Clea says, Clovis loves Knocking at Your Back Door. JLT. Oh, yeah. That was a good one, too, man. Freedom says, I got my surround sounds all fired up, bro. Blow my doors off. Absolutely, brother. Thank you, Indy. Appreciate that. Everyone's deserved it. It's so good to see everyone moving on up, you know. And Lady Campion was one. I was like, when I saw her on that live, I was like, 990, man. We got to get that up there somehow. And I pushed it out there. I'm happy. I'm happy for you and her and everyone in this community. Great community. Donald says, you into good at fighting games like Mortal Kombat? I used to be back in the day, man. I used to play Mortal Kombat like crazy, man. Gloria says, I have an old neon light that was given to me from a liquor store, and I think it was a Twisted Tea neon. Oh, that's pretty cool. Wow. Yeah, Stardust loves that neon stuff. I think it's pretty cool, but yeah, we want to get like a Rick Renstrom official neon light to go behind me somewhere. Michael, yeah, I know, right? We're cracking up already. Stardust knows practically the whole script already. Anti says the $600 CD on Amazon seems to be gone. Please tell me you got to pay. No, I would not get any dollars from that at all. Not a dollar from it, sadly. Cletus and Clovis love this community. We just saw two old dudes loving the vibe. That's awesome, brothers. Love to see you here, man. That's good. Michael said he sucks at Mortal Kombat. Used to be good. T-Bird said, I quit vaping in January. Rick's making me crave. Oh, man. Don't watch. I try and keep it out of the vertical chat, but, it keeps me chill, man. It keeps me chill. Ken Stetson in the house. What's up, Ken? Good to see you, brother. All right. We got the chat warmed up. Let's do a... All right, this one's for Juji because she said she wanted to hear Destiny's Call, so let's crank it up. You know what? I think I need to probably redo this one now. But all right, this is the old version. Let's go. song is there? That's a good one. Now that was the ending song of Until the Bitter End. What a cool one to end with. I like that one. Okay. Let's cue up this new song of the week if I can find it. You won't believe how many song of the weeks we got in here. We'll do this one and then we'll get that acoustic cooking. Appreciate everyone hanging out here tonight. What we got? The chat's popping off. Appreciate you. All right. Let's see. Gloria says that'd be an awesome to have a neon light with the R logo. That would be really cool. We'll look into it for sure. Some could be expensive, some could be not so expensive. So we're looking. Star Wars is always on the look. Star Wars is always on the look. Man, did I always forget to turn on the live chat, man. But sometimes I miss stuff because I forget to turn the live chat on. So dumb. Let's see. There you go, Freedom. Michael says he just stopped smoking last week. Holding off for now. It's a tough one, man. Nicotine's a wild drug, man. I mean, I smoked cigarettes. I grew up in a cigarette smoking family, man. Everyone has smoked, man. I smoked for the longest time. Then I quit smoking, and I did vaping for, I started vaping, I don't remember, a while ago. And lately I've been trying to lessen the amount of nicotine in it. So this is about 3% nicotine. And I used to do close to 10 or 12. So I've gotten it down. So a little longer. I think I need some time. I need a couple weeks with no work at all. And just lock myself in a padded cell or something like that. And I probably could make it. It's gonna be a padded cell, a guitar, and a laptop. And I'll be fine, man. But it's gonna take something like that. Nobody wants to see me when don't have my nicotine. That's for sure. I'll get to it. Thank you, Andy. Let's see. Anti's got the Elder. Is Steve in here? I didn't see Steve say nothing. But man, Anti's got the Elder of Rock link. I've seen Steve been dropping some new vids. So if you haven't checked out my buddy Steve, Elder of Rock, make sure you go check him out. We've done quite a few videos together. Looked like he took a break for a little while, but he's been dropping some videos off again. So make sure everyone in here subscribes to the Elder Rock if you would, please. I would appreciate it. Thank you, Juji. There you go. Terry says, Dangerous Toy Scout. Ooh, yeah, that's a great one there. That's a great one. Dangerous Toys was a great band. They had some really cool songs. TX, thank you so much, buddy. Stardust knows. Don't go back. Yeah, definitely don't go back to smoking. Smoking is, even when I go outside in my jobs, I go vape, and people who smoking out there, it's oh God, the smell of smoke just is. I don't like the smell of smoke anymore for sure. Thank you, Indy. Ken says, yeah, man, if you've gone that long, don't do it. He quit smoking He quit smoking 2 years ago. That's good to know, man. Cleus and Clovis was enjoying that one. There you go. Appreciate you, bros. Ken Stetson, there you go, man. Thank you, my man. Donald says, good request. I'm not familiar with that track. Yeah, that's the ending track on the Until the Bitter End album. That's a good one. The album version is really nice. Freedom says, Rick's literally 1 in a billion, blows me away every time. There you go, brother. Thank you, Freedom. I knew you meant Rick. It's all good, brother. Appreciate you, man. Nate B, thanks, bro. TX says, me neither, but it sure sounds perfect. Thank you, TX. Thanks, Ken. There you go, T. That was a pretty good cut of that. There's no doubt. That was a good cut of that. Anti says, start if I visit a bank and make a large withdrawal, I need a chaotic calm hoodie to wear. Oh yeah, we gotta think of a chaotic calm hoodie. I don't even know, man. Chaotic Calm, the song Chaotic Calm comes from this thing in the game Destiny 2. And it's like a dungeon called the Pit of Heresy. And it's basically one of the reasons I kind of wrote that song based on this kind of Pit of Heresy place, which is like a pretty freaky place. It's a really freaky place. And it's very hard. So I don't know, you have to think about that one. Thank you, TX. Appreciate that. All right. I think I got the chat. I don't know. My chat went weird for a second there. No, wait. There he goes. Hot diggity dog. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well this weekend. Freedom asks, what software are you using to make all this happen? It's so clear. Yeah, man. I'll show you. I'll give you a quick look at it if you're interested. But yeah, I use Studio One is what it's called. Studio One 7. And this is just basically, this is my playlist. Like every song that I write is in here. And I just mix it down, mix it and master it down. And I just put it in here so I can just hit unmute on a track and then just keep playing tracks. I got 144 tracks in here right now. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You got all these plugins and stuff. You know, you can do your own instruments if you wanted to. I got plugins. It's a pretty sick program. I use Pro Tools for like when I do studio recording stuff. Yeah, we're doing that one. But yeah, but it's a really nice program. You can get it for pretty inexpensive, and I think it's like $200 if you want a unlimited, you know, like a perpetual license for it. But yeah, I think you can actually get it for monthly too if you want to try it out, which is pretty cool. All right, let me see. I got that. Let's see. Gloria knows neon lights are not cheap. It's understanding since, yeah, I know. They're crazy. Indy's got a link to my Sweetwater page. If you're interested in anything besides this guitar, everything on my Sweetwater page is what I use to make all my music, to do the live streams. So if you're interested in upgrading your studio or your equipment, check out my Sweetwater page that Indy posted here. And I do get a little bit of a commission from each sale from that. So if anyone buys it, I appreciate it. If you have any questions about anything, by all means, let me know in comments somewhere. I'll be happy to answer any questions I see. Hot Diggy says, thank God so weekend sounded good. Thank you, Hot Diggy. I know. I've been waiting all week for this weekend. Firefighter says, I'm a firefighter and smoke cigs. Cigs are nothing compared to, say, the tire fires. Yeah, right? Yeah, that's probably some toxic smoke coming out of that stuff, man. Ken says, I can't figure out what shirt I want to buy from Rick's store. Bitter and fire. I know. We got a lot of possibilities there. A lot of possibilities. Juji says, what's the fastest and hardest hitting riff you know? That's a good question. I don't know. I have to think of that one. Let me see. Fastest and hardest riff I know. Probably like Painkiller. Like, you know, those are... I don't know. Stardust, I'm not too sure. We can look. Let's see. Okay, Gloria wants zip ups. Yeah, I want to look into that. They have just about everything in this store, so we will look for you. Anti's got a Pit of Heresy. What's that? Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's me, it's Stardust, and one of my really good friends from Missouri, St. Louis. We did this thing like 3 times a week. It was for a while. It was fun, but it was so eerie. Freedom says, how do you go live in YouTube and all these windows through that? Yeah, no, this is different. You know, that's just the music sound. I have a thing here. If you look. I'll show you what it is. You can see what I got. This whole thing right here is called OBS, what you can see in the screen. And I have my Studio One pumped into this on this YT Live link here. I've got my microphone going through here too. And this is where you do all your streaming from. And I can set up, I connect this to YouTube, and I send all the information to YouTube from here. So yeah, There's ways to do it, man. If you're interested in doing it, let me know, buddy. I can get you like a tutorial how to get set up. It's pretty easy. Yeah, absolutely. There you go, Freedom. TX says, nice to know you compose. I'm like, yeah, absolutely, buddy. That's all I do, man. People are always like, play covers, play covers. I'm like, no, I play originals. I write originals. I got time to write originals. That's my thing. Anti's got the link to my my Jackson guitar if you're interested in the specifications of it. Donald J says, Morbid Angel riff. Yeah, right. I mean, there's always like, the classic, even like that Chaotic Calm song is 200 beats per minute. That's the Chaotic Calm speed riff right there. That's 200 beats per minute. But yeah, that's probably 200 beats is my fastest. Yeah, right. Or he's Don says, a band called Origin. It's pretty fast. Lightning Sweeps in there. Yeah, Necrophagus is another one like that. I think those guys are pretty insane. TX says that's quite sick. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man. Greasy Pits. Who got what? I missed something there. G says, whatever I mentioned that I like to make music with AI, I can always feel Rick silently judging. Don't worry about it. I've played around with those AI music things. They're fun, but me, I listen to them and I keep doing it. I hear they just keep kind of copying themselves over and over and over. I just hear this. They just keep overusing the same progressions. Sienna Garcia says, I notice you don't have the guitar strap around you. Why not? Because I'm just sitting down. But I do have the DiMarzio clip lock straps on all my guitars. So when I play live, I do use a strap and stand up, move around when I play live. But I'm just here in the comfort of my own home in the air conditioning. I don't need the strap. This guitar ain't going nowhere. But I appreciate that. Anti's got some info. He says, War of Thrones, Leash Law, name of my former bands. He says, my most influenced guitar players are Yngwie, Richie Blackmore, Uli Roth, Al DiMeola, Andy LaRocque. So if you want to play like me, you better learn those guys first. Ken says he wants to see 9 Inch Nails too. Yeah, we're probably going to end up getting there. I'll be able to find some like nosebleed seats, around that time, I'm sure. Anti says, my former bands are Leash Law, Dogface. Yes, sir. War of Thrones, Conflict, Liquidation. You can check those out on Spotify if you're interested. Ken says, he just got a Fire Within t-shirt. Whoop, there you go, brother. Ken says, thought about multi-streaming. Yeah, no, not really. Because I don't have a presence on Twitch. I'm not going on TikTok anymore. Instagram sucks for live. Kick sucks for music. A lot of these other places just suck for it, I just stick with YouTube, man. YouTube's where it's at, honestly. They have the best video quality, the best sound quality. Everyone else pales in comparison to what YouTube has to offer, honestly. They just take a whole bunch of money from you. That's about it. It is what it is. Fire Freedom Fighter says, I'm interested. I write some good stuff. Yeah, let me know, buddy. I mean, if you get some of that stuff, I can definitely show you how to get it going. Gloria knows. He's not in concert. He can sit on his lap. He's not. Yeah, this guitar ain't going nowhere. Ken says, going to see if they got the size correct. No, I'll probably need to buy another one. Need a zip-up hoodie, man. All right, zip-up hoodie, the next on the list for sure. We'll make that happen. Jake says, wasn't Rick and Rob Rock? Yeah, I played, I toured with Rob Rock for 4.5 years. I only played on one album and a little bit on a second album, so I didn't play too much. I didn't write any of the songs either. I just played the solos. All right, on Freedom. Let me see. I don't know if I can click on your link. I can go to your channel, dude. All right, Freedom, I got your channel saved here. Is it on the channel? I see some kayaking happening here. Wait, is that it? February 2nd, 2025? Fog of War? Is that you? Hopefully that's it, man. Hopefully that's it. Juji says, yeah, limited but fun. Yeah, true that. Michael knows all hail you, YouTube. Yep. Juji, I wonder if I can take the train to the concert. Maybe. As I said, I just asked you privately, but also asking for everyone here. All the items manufacturer say Shredstreamable with your stuff. They should be. I think so. I'm gonna buy a bunch of stuff too, man. I gotta buy probably all these shirts and stuff. Oh, okay, Freedom. Yeah, yeah. If you ever get something to do, slap it up there, but I'll check it out for sure, man. Donald, yeah, I was a guest on a ton of different albums, man. I can't even count them anymore. Jake, that's correct. I played pretty much 60% of the guitar solos on Eyes of Eternity. There's some good stuff, man. I listen to them sometimes. I go, I don't remember being playing that stuff, man. And I got, I need to post it, but I have the Holy Hell. I got all my demos from Holy Hell. I need to post at some point, which are really good solos. But I left the band, so they didn't use any. They used one solo I had for like the whole record. Anyway, we got two more songs we got to rip through here, and we got to get out of here because I'm starting to get hungry or something. All right, I don't know what this is, man. I kind of wrote this in a flash. It sort of challenged me to said, write a song with no orchestra and choirs and harpsichords and stuff. I was like, all right, so this is just straight guitar, bass, and drums. It's pretty cool though. We'll see how it goes. I can't remember what I was playing earlier, so could be a disaster, could be interesting. We're gonna try it. It's called, of course, 051025. So let's hit it. wrote that. It literally took about 90 minutes. 90 minutes it took me to write that one song. I don't know. It's something interesting. Something interesting. Fun. Could be something. You never know. You never know. But there you go. That's the song of the week there. The rockin' song. No choirs, no violins, no nothing. Just straight up metal. There you go. All right, let's see. Judy said, I went on spending spree today. Maybe next month I could look at the sweatshirt. There you go. I know how that goes. We've been spending spree here and there for sure. T says, what's your take on tribute bands? There's tribute bands called Jump that recreates 80s Van Halen, and they're really good. Yeah, I don't mind them at all. I think if they're playing the tunes like perfectly, to the note practically, I think it's cool to hear, And I think I even heard of those guys. They sound really good, and they put on a show, Why not? But I like it. Shoot, man, there was a time, man, like maybe in the late 90s, there was like tribute bands like all over the place. Tim Owens played in a tribute band, a Judas Priest tribute band, and he played in a tribute band called Seattle, and they did nothing but grunge tunes, and it was actually kind of worth listening to because Tim could sing, It was pretty wild, but the Judas Priest tribute was dope. Now I have seen some tributes that are just not so amazing, They're just like it's alright, So you got for me to enjoy the tribute band, it better be on point. That's for sure. That's my thing. It's got to be on point. All right, let me switch up this guitar here real quick. Now we're gonna go from one spectrum to the other, of course. Because this song ain't metal at all. Well, let's get it queued up here and we'll play. Get the old acoustic ready here. All right. What's my acoustic jam? I think it's this one here. All right, we're acoustically jammed. All right. Freedom says, thank you, bro. I highly respect your opinion. No fluff, nigga. Give it me a straight. Hey, you know that's right, bro. Can't station. There you go, man. Jake says, I thought Stardust loved choir sounds in your song, Rick. She does not. She does not at all. No, absolutely not. I love choir sounds in my songs. That is true. If I could have my own personal choir with me all the time, it'd be all about it. It'd be all about it. Anti says, in general, I can do the Fire Within on one of the aprons and speed around some high tops, yes. Are there main, yes. It will still go to a deal with them. Probably. I don't think they have shoes. I have to look. They do have Adidas stuff. I have to look, sir. I do believe, Anti, they do have an apron. They do have an apron. I do recall seeing that, so I will look into the apron for you. Freedom says, CD quality, damn man, there you go. Luckily, when I was, I've been playing, I've been in a recording studio since I was 16. And then I've always had a 4-track or some sort of way to record my stuff. And then, the older I got, I started, asking questions while I was in big studios. And I got better and better and better over time. So it got to the point where I produced my own album. The Until the Bitter album was all produced by me. And it was a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Judy says, next you need to write a song that's all harpsichords. I could feel that. I love me some harpsichords. Ken said he's 45 and got a sweet dad bod. Here you go, man. I think I have an ultra dad bod. Dad bod. That's what I said the other day. I have an ultra dad bod. Dad bod. That's hard to say. Dad bod. Yeah, I got a little. I've always had a stomach issue. Gut, even when I was a little kid. There was a time in my life though. I was pretty cut, because I played all the time. I worked out. I don't do it that much anymore. Most of the working I do is sitting on the couch and video gaming. So. Indy's got a link to my PayPal, Cash App, Venmo if you're in the donating mood. We certainly appreciate all the support, but you just being here, it means the most, honestly. All right, let's see. Ken says some sitar action would be cool. Yeah, actually, Stardust was saying, you need to get a sitar next. I'm like, a sitar? I don't even know how to play that thing. Where am I going to put that thing? Sitars are big, man. Some big stuff. Judy says, I'm 48 and it doesn't matter what my body looks like. I live alone. There you go. I feel that. I don't. I got to the point. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I mean, but I do. I just need to get rid of my gut. Is all. I just need to tone that back up a little bit. I'll be back in business for sure. Nate B, thank you, buddy. Jake says, just tab it, Rick, a little tappy tap taparoo. I know, right? I just kind of came up with that lick tonight, actually. You're welcome, TX. Thank you, Indy. Ken's like, send that ball home. There you go. Judy says, Rick, next album, oops, all harpsichords. There you go. I like it. Let's see. Oh, we talking about good. Cats. Everyone got some cats. Keela. Yep. Keela Jones. I call her Keela Jones Jr. TX got a cat. I had cats for the longest time, man. And when I moved down here from Orlando, I didn't have any cats down here. I haven't had an animal since Stardust. So. But yes, little Keela is sweet. She is sweet little Keela. Michael says he's got a rescue tiger kitty we found outside their place. Her name is Sweetie. There you go. T-Bird's got a solid black cat named Katie. She was born on the back porch. There you go, man. Ken's got Archer and Calypso. That's beautiful, man. Gloria's got 2 bearded dragons. Wow. Those are really neat. 1 cat with 7 kittens and a turtle. Oh, my goodness. TX said, used to have 7 cats, but a divorce and a death. Oh, man. I know how that goes. I think, yeah. At some point, I wish we could have a more, if we had a bigger place, we could have a couple more puppies or something like that. I can't have a Doberman, no matter probably, but I want at least a mini pin. I want at least a mini pin. Let's see. Anti says, yes, they have those and many other things. Don't want to sidestep your deal. Oh, true. Yeah, I mean, it's just the best place I found, We looked around, and this was the best place that had the best quality stuff, great shipping times, and all that kind of stuff. So, Freedom says, have you heard of the Roland GR55? I got one with the 15. Oh, yeah, I remember those. Yeah, back in the day, man. I remember playing one of those when I was a kid, man. Those things were neat. It's like I could play piano and guitar. It was cool. All right, I think we got it. Ken says the mini pins are cool. Yeah, I say if I can't have if I could, I'd have a full size Doberman and a little mini pin brother or sister. I think that'd be fun. All right, it's 11:30. We're going a little longer than usual tonight, but we got one last quick one here. It's only maybe 2.5 minutes long. It's not an original. It's a kind of a cover song. Probably came out in the '60s, but if you had never been to church, you probably never heard this one. That's for sure. But if you need some prayer in your life, this song is for you, for sure. It's a beautiful song. It's one of my favorite songs when I was a praise and worship leader back in the day. But I've kind of I've done my little magic to it to make it sound really nice. So. But if the last song was completely heavy metal, we're going to the opposite side of the spectrum for this one. So let me make sure I remember it. All right, I got it. Let's try it out. go. I forgot the name. The title of that song was called Pass It On. Pass It On. So there you go. A lovely, lovely song. One of my favorites from way back in the day. I hope you enjoyed that. That's for all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day to everyone tomorrow. And there you have it. All right, let's see. A very beautiful song. I love the arrangement I made for that. Well, let's see. I got a lot of the chat on the pets. We're going. Usually we talk about food around this time. We talk about pets this time. That's cool. Gotta love it. There you go, Ken. Appreciate that, brother. Let's see. Yes, Rick's dad bot. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Freedom Firefighter. There you go, brother. He said, T-Bird said the beginning of Tesla's love song would sound good. I'm probably, and a lot of stuff. This guitar is a beautiful guitar, man. It sounds amazing. Indy knows it. He said, I love this song. Yeah. Like I said, if you only know this song if you've been to church a few times. That's a beautiful song called Pass It On. It's got a great message to it. So if anyone needed a prayer, that's a good one right there for you. Thank you so much, Indy, for that. Yeah, I'll try and come on your show and play that next Friday. If you're doing a musical show, I'll do that because I love playing that song. It's my favorite. I actually have a vocal version of that too that I did, which is probably embarrassing to listen to. I like the guitar version better. Val Kimber, what's up, dude? Good to see you, brother. Edward says he loves when the cat snuggles next to his head and purrs. My girl cat does that. There you go. When I lived up in Orlando, I had two cats. I had a cat for a while, and she had kittens. I kept one kitten, and so I had the two of them. And one, I sleep on my left side, and the mama cat would always sleep against my stomach, perfectly lined up against my stomach, and then the kitten, or the younger cat, would curl up behind my bent legs or bent knees, and I'll be under the covers. I was like, I don't know, they were crazy about that. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate that. TX says, my love and son, he truly, there you go, brother. Freedom says, as a metal guy, that sounds beautiful, man. So clear. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. T-Bird said they had a pet shop here one time and sold prairie dogs. Oh, those are cool too. We've seen some YouTube videos of that. Ken said that guitar sounds good, man. Thank you, Ken. Appreciate you, brother. That's a beautiful guitar, man. I'm very, very happy with this guitar. It's unbelievable. Tyler's like, nylon. There you go. Yeah, I go nuts on this thing. I love playing this guitar. It's really nice, man. Thank you, Juji. Tyler knows. He said, nylon. There you go, Tyler. We have the link for Tyler's Chef Shreds. Most everyone here is probably already subscribed, but if you aren't, make sure that you subscribe to Tyler. There you go. Sarda says, echoing Juji's comment, I don't like people who don't like animals. So to all those who love animals, I love you. There you go. That's what it's all about. Judy said, this song makes me feel like I should get married. There you go. Or go to church, But, not everyone does, and I appreciate that either way. I don't go to church per se anymore, but, I have my own relationship, and I think that's okay. Absolutely. You're welcome. There you go, Tyler. I finally figured out what... Tyler has a mod. It says, Tyler's favorite country ball. I could never figure that out. I figured it out today, finally. I was like, oh. Because he's got all those those little balls that have the country flags and stuff on it. I was like, now I get it. I was thinking country ball. I'm thinking country, country ball. What's a country ball? Now I get it. Thank you, Freedom. Appreciate that, brother. There you go, Gigi, or graduate. There you go. Ken says, nice tone. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate you, brother. Absolutely, indeed. Yeah, like Fridays are. I don't have anything going on this Friday, so I'll sneak up in there and play that one for you. Judy says, stunning. Strumming is clear. You can hear everything. Thank you. T-Bird, I don't know any of those dudes for sure. I mean, I think I remember hearing them. And he says, "Oh my God, you know I'd love for you to sing too." Oh yeah, maybe I'll send you the track I did privately. I try. There was a point I was like, I thought maybe I'd go do a Christian album back in like the mid 2000s, and I'd get signed to a Christian label. And I did a demo. I have like a 4-song demo. It's not the greatest. It's good enough. It was pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't know. I don't think it wouldn't have got me any label deals. There you go. Indy's got it. Thanks and happy Mother's Day weekend to all. Absolutely, absolutely. Cletus out. Clovis snoring, making me tired at 2 months old. There you go. You guys have a great rest of your weekend, bros. Good to see you. Thank you, Edward. Thank you so much, buddy. Yeah, I really love this guitar. Anthony said, weird, neither British Steel Band or Seattle Band are on Tim's wiki, and barely definitely refer. Yeah, this is an Akron, Ohio. We're talking Akron like 92, 93 maybe. So it's old. I'm sorry. Did he mention U.S. Metal at least? Because U.S. Metal was his big band. You're welcome, Tyler. Absolutely, buddy. Ken says they're cute AF, but for real, bubonic plague carriers in a collar. Yeesh, that's no good. There you go, Tyler. Estonia, that's it. Tyler loves that Estonia. Judy said, I knew a woman who saved a seagull, and she married him, and she named him Steven Seagull. There you go. Edward, I think Tyler's link is just above. I think. We can get you that link again for sure, man. You got if you like what I do, Edward, you love what Tyler does. He's doing some amazing, cool stuff. So fun to watch. I'll have to get your email. Send me an email, Indy, and I think I might even have it. I'll hook you up. You can take a good listen to it. They were not bad. I think I did. What did I do? I had 2 originals, and I did 2 covers. I actually looked at it the other day. What did I have? I'll tell you what I had. I got it in here. No, I did 3 originals and 1 covers, and the Pass It On cover. There you go, Tyler. See, a country ball with a hat. I'm thinking something out in the country, you know. I was like, country ball? What's a country ball, dang? I want to know. Let's see. TX, thank you so much, buddy. Buena noche to you, my friend, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Jake says, beautiful finish on it. Yeah, man. There's that gloss black. Beautiful, man. Got a little dusty. I did clean it with the cleaner, but yeah, it got a little dusty already. Hugo, there you go, buddy. Good to see you. Terry says, wow, you surprised me, Rick, but that's a beautiful song. I love it. Thank you. Have a nice rest of the weekend. Sweet dreams. Thank you, Terry. You have a great rest of the weekend, too. We appreciate you. Absolutely, Tyler. Absolutely. Can I play Moonlight? Stardust wants me to play, something like that. But Tyler does one, too. But Tyler does like kind of a what do you say, like a newer style version. I thought about doing it. I have Moonlight, so now I always wanted to work on something, but I have to do something that's aside that doesn't is not the same as Tyler, which I don't do. Tyler does all the cool slapping, and I don't know how he does it. You guys are crazy with that stuff, man. But yeah, I might do that Juji for sure. I don't know what the classic one is. What's this one? That's some sort of Mozart thing I used to know. Ken says, got my wife new AirPods, and gonna do all her mom dues. There you go. Those AirPods are good, man. We got a couple pairs here. They're beautiful. Michael Fairbanks knows Moonlight Sonata rules. That's a beautiful song. Ken says, do the strings tie to the saddle? It's weird. Yeah, looking at them, I'm gonna actually. They have these first three have ball ends on them, and then they have these other. I guess these are the steel ones. The nylon. It's not a full nylon. These top three are steel, and the bottom or whatever the bottom three are nylon. So it's kind of like a hybrid, actually. And I'm kind of happy that it's that way too. Because the one I have is a complete nylon string. The other one, my Chet Atkins Epiphone is all nylon, so it's kind of weird. But I kind of like how this sounds because you get the best of both worlds. I love the sound of that for sure. All right. Yeah, there you go. Jake's got Tyler's Moonlight Sonata. That's beautiful for sure. Indy's got Nate B's link. Make sure you check out Nate B too. He's a great friend of our channel, so we'd appreciate that. All right, let's see. Ken says tacos on deck. I think we're gonna have pizza tomorrow. I don't know though. It depends if it rains or not. Judy said I could honestly listen to you to play your nylon all day. I could probably play this thing all day too. I don't know. You could go crazy with this thing for sure. Rhonda, have a great night. Great to see you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I always appreciate you. Judy says, it would be great to hear Tyler and Rick play Moonlight Sonata together. They could come up with something. I got ideas, you know. I have a version of it, not the crazy, insane one that Tyler does. It's the one everyone knows, the real soft piano one. I've got a cut of it in here that I put together. I want to add some strings and stuff to it. I think it'd be pretty wild. I'll figure something out. Anyway, Tyler knows that third movement is crazy, dude. I never even thought of trying that, man. There you go, Tyler. Judy said, would love to hear When the Children Cry. That'd be a sweet one, too. That's a great song. Tyler does that Dr. Viasi version. It's sick, man. Judy said, hey, Rick, what would Whitesnake sound like? Everything would probably sound really, really good. All right, Anti-No U.S. Well, that's his Wikipedia, true Wikipedia. I'll look it up, man. But yeah, if you ever watch, there's a video on YouTube here, like MTV when he joined Judas Priest. He was still playing in the British Steel band, and they talked about it. I'll see if I can find it for you. I have it somewhere here in my watch later list or my favorited list. Yeah, Jake says, this is probably fun for you. You're a prodigy. It's hard for us normal people. Yeah, I could probably try and get some of it. Man, Tyler killed it, man. He kills that thing. He needs to do, just look at Tina S. Do, an exact copy of that. Do a nice scene. Get a nice recording of it. That could blow up. His one video got 10,000 views, though. But all you got to do is copy exactly what Tina S. did and do your version of it with this, a real nice background scene. And look at her video and look at all the stuff that she did, and you'd get it. Judy said, wish I could be your neighbor. Yeah, does not have to live in Florida. I know that's right. Florida's hot. T-Bird says, Petra's Just Reach Out. That's a beautiful one. Yeah, that's actually a beautiful song, dude. I know that one. I don't know how to play it, but I've heard it before. All right, I think it's enough for me, everybody. I want to thank each. We did a long stream tonight, but it was worth it. It was fun. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it as always. It's so nice. Saturdays are so nice. Not one troll. The whole 3 hours and not one troll. We'll be back tomorrow night and it'll be Troll City. You watch, but it's all good. We squash trolls like it ain't nothing. But thank you, Juji, Indy, Anti, Stardust, Jake, all the mods. We appreciate everything you do for us. Stardust. Yes, a lot of work. She has a lot of work to do, and you guys being at the shows, even if it's just one of you, helps out immensely during these wacky weekday live streams. So we appreciate that. Jake says I should whip up a piano guitar medley and play it on any stream someday. I'm okay on both. Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Get on out there. I think it's fun. I'll be there for that, Jake. I'll be there for that. Much love to you, Ken. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Michael Fairbank, have a good night. Stardust wants to hear. I want to hear too. T-Bird, thank you so much, buddy, for hanging with us. Thank you, Val. Good to see you as always. Thank you, Indy. And we'll make sure, let me know on Friday, and I'll see if I can get you an email with those songs. Thank you, Tyler. Much appreciated, my friend. Mark, the Mountain Dew is gone. I got maybe a backwash sip in here. Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate you there. Stardust, echo that. Good night, friends. You all appreciate all your support, 100%. Thank you, Edward. Have a great rest of your weekend, my friend. T-Bird said, we even talked about cats. I know. We didn't talk about food, which is a change for once. There you go, Don. Appreciate that. Ken, have a great night, my friend. Appreciate you. Have a great rest of your weekend. Gloria, thank you as well. Great to see you. We'll see you tomorrow, most likely. Drew said, I'm going to send you unrequested AI music, the ones that were most popular. There you go. I'll check it out. I always get a kick out of some of that stuff. We tried a lot of stuff too, gothic, dark gothic metal sound and neoclassical, this and that. All right, everybody. Michael, have a great night, brother. Judy says, listener pass, won't be upset. No problem. We'll check it out. Have a good one, Val. Have a good sleep there, Gloria. Good night, Tyler. Great to see you again. And we'll see you soon again. Anyway, one last time, thank you so much for everyone hanging out. I want you to have a great rest of your weekend, of course. Great rest of your night. I want you to stay safe out there. I want you to be good to each other. And I want you to take care of each other because that's all we have in this life. So I thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your night. And we'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back again tomorrow at 9 p.m. doing the Vertical Jam. So and we'll have a good time doing that as always. So, all right, everybody, have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone.